Well, hello, my YouTube friends. So after yesterday's shooting range and then looking at the broken extractor, Pete in North Las Vegas, he noticed, and then he in the comments he's like, "Dude, your buffer's getting wore out. It's hitting the retaining pin," because he said they had a wear pattern around the edge. And so, I said, all right, well, thought to myself, I'll check it out after I get home. And, he was 100% right. This guy definitely has a wear pattern around the edge of it. Interesting wear pattern from the bolt, right? The inner mark right there. Right, that would be from the bolt, and then a little bit down there. But definite wear pattern around the edge of that. So I thought it'd be a good idea to take a look at one of my other long-serving ARs, and that would be this one, and it's a what is it? Essential Arms. Something about the swamp, the armory in the swamp, or something like that. Now, this isn't the buffer I had in it originally, but this one has been in it for 3 or 4 years, has been in it for a while, and it has had, a few thousand rounds through it also, because this is the gun. Where's the upper to it? This is the one that I shoot most often, even more often than the big Colt, right? It's got the Surefire Warden. I don't know why those became the hot ticket anymore, just because the front end looks different. And yeah, that's the copper fouling or whatever. But so that's not what we're here to talk about, though. We're here to look at the wear pattern of this one and compare it to the wear pattern compare both of these two wear patterns, right, under bright light. And so this one does have, right, it's not perfectly smooth around there. It's got a little bit, but the color's not worn off too much. When I put it back together, I'll have to see if I can feel the bolt hitting it when it goes back together. Right, so that one ain't too bad. And that one's running is it running at, yeah, it's not an M16 bolt carrier. Here's the bolt carrier, right? You can see it is milled down. It is shortened, right? But it does have the full contact, on its face, although it won't. It is shortened right there. So, okay, now let's compare another one. Let's compare my big Colt. So here's the big Colt. I bought this one 30 years ago. I've had tens of thousands of rounds gone through it. It's all stock. No parts swap, no new buffers, no new triggers. It's 100% stock. And over 30 years, literally tens of thousands of rounds. So let's check the wear pattern on this one. I'll have to zoom in. It's a hassle to take apart because of this screw pin arrangement thing. So let's zoom in. We can still get a good view with the zoom feature. And if you look at that one, there's no wear on the outside edge at all. It's all from the bolt face. Right? Am I right? Yeah, so during normal operation, that never contacts the pin. And this is a all factory setup. I did not assemble it myself like I did with my other guns. So apparently that's what a properly set up buffer should look like. Okay, I'll put that together in a minute. My friend was he was laughing at me because when I showed him the video today at work, he was like, "Damn, dude, look at your bolt, how dirty that thing is. Don't you ever clean it?" I was like, "Yeah, I know, it's dirty. I'm gonna clean it later out, after I get home." But I did order 2 new extractors from Brownells this morning, and maybe I'll mail this one back to Wilson and see if they send me a new one or not. I have not called Wilson's customer service regarding this event, but yeah, when was the last time I cleaned it? I mean, it's only got a few hundred rounds through it. 2, 3, I don't even think 3, judging by the number of boxes of loading components. All right, so the other thing we're going to look at, and I noticed this yesterday. So when I got my when I got these 2 AccuPoints, for no apparent reason, I ended up with the Burris Pepper mounting system. Through no recommendation or whatever. I don't know how I ended up ordering those, but I did. And one thing I thought was neat about them, and one thing that I liked, was that they have a really wide clamping part right here with, 6 bolts per clamp. And I thought that was neat. I've seen other ones that is narrower and they only have 2 per clamp. Maybe they're trying to save weight or whatever, but I thought this was neat. But I noticed yesterday, look how much this, where's my pointer? This will work. So look how much this scope has slid under recoil. Right, you can see, like right here, see that mark right there, and then you can see that mark right there. So the scope would have slid forward under recoil, and you can really see it. Look at that, look at it right there. Man, I mean, that's like totally obvious, like right there. But I'm going to pull this scope off. I went on the Trigicon website, and you click under your thing, and under service, there's a page that you can apply, I guess, or you can submit your form to get a return authorization. So I'm going to submit that form. I got to include the serial number, so I got to pull this off. But I'm going to see about getting this returned and having fresh tritium installed in it. So that's so this gun's going to be down again. But in any event, so for the verse of the day, we're going to go to the 103rd Psalm, verse 8. So the 103rd Psalm, verse 8. Let me zoom in a little bit. The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever. He hath not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. All right, my friends, you have a good day.